Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, all right. What did we do last week? One person. Then proceed. We are far behind time, so quickly. If anyone at all, you can unmute yourself. Anything you remember from what we did last week? Please, you can unmute yourself. We are waiting, else we are not starting with what we have to do today.
Please, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Godfrey.
All right, perfect. Please go ahead.
Yes, last week we talked about circular letters. When you say circular letters, they are documents that help us to share an information to a very large number of people. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Then we talk about mail merging. That one too is a Microsoft Word that we use to give. It's a Microsoft Word that help us. That help us create a circular. That help us create a circular letter with a less effort. Yeah. And this is what I can also remember more.
Okay, thank you very much. Who else? Please, who else? Thank you, Godfred. So today we are moving on to meetings. I told you we'll be having a practical session. Did you come with your laptops today? Please, did you come with your laptops? Or those who were not here, you didn't get the information?
Yes, madam.
No, madam, we didn't get any information. We just joined and we don't know anything. That's why we are all quiet. Some of us are quiet.
That's why you are what?
That's why we are quiet, because you don't know where we got to.
Okay, you don't know where we go. All right. So we'll continue with Unit 3. We'll continue with Unit 3. Then in the course of the week, I don't know whether you are all on the WhatsApp page. You people should agree and give me a time so that I'll go back. I will take you through Unit 2. But the page, the class you joined, didn't you do Unit 2?
Madam, I think that one was different from what we did.
Pardon?
What we did last week.
I can't hear you.
Madam, please, I was saying what we did last week was quite different from what you guys are discussing.
You didn't do anything about circulars, mail merging?
No, please, madam.
We're doing application letter.
Application letter last week.
Yes, please.
But application letter we did it last 2 weeks, or?
Yes,
Okay,
madam.
no problem. So I will take you through. All right. So you people should be paying. The next, it will be different from our normal weekend. It will be in the course of the week in the evening. I'll arrange a time with you. Then I will take those who couldn't join. I'll take you the whole class. It's practical, so I'll take you through again. Today, quickly, we are going to look at business meetings. So we're going to look at meeting. Yes.
Please, the WhatsApp page you are talking about, some of us are not on it. So
all right. So Godfred, are you there? Is Godfred here?
Madam, it's William. I'm here.
You created the page, right?
Yes, madam.
So please share the link with them. And those who are not there, you can put your numbers on the message column. I hope you can see where you can send messages to the meeting. I'm talking about our meeting we are having right now. Those who are not on the WhatsApp page. William, you can put your number there so that they contact you, and also post the WhatsApp link there so that they can join, okay? But William,
well,
yeah, I can see 52 people on the page. How many are we? Or some people joined, some people have joined. People are not supposed to be part of the WhatsApp page.
Madam, that page, I'm suspecting that there are people who are not supposed to be there, but they joined.
Yes, because 52, where are they coming from? All right, so you talk about that later. So kindly, please, those who are not there, William, you can post the link there and your number.
Hello, madam.
Yes.
Madam, please, is this Madam Eva's class?
Yes.
This one? Oh, okay. Okay.
This is Madam Eva.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Madam, please, would you like to ask a question?
Yeah.
Madam, please, is School of Hygiene part of your class so that we know that we are at the right place?
School of Hygiene. I unless I cross check, I don't remember.
School of Hygiene.
So you can join after the class to confirm, okay?
Okay, sir.
All right. So quickly, let's look at meeting documents, notices, agendas, and minutes. I know most of us here are working with some organizations. If so, then you come across meetings. Even it's not only in organizations that we organize meetings, notices are sent, as well as agendas and all. Even at church, we organize meetings. At groups. Some people are in groups that they organize meetings. I'm talking about informal. The meetings may be informal. Definitely you may be part of a group, church, that you organize meetings. So we'll be looking at the various types of meetings, agendas, and all that. So when you talk about meetings, what is it? In our context, we are interested in business meetings. So business meetings can be anything from 1,000 shareholders attending an annual general meeting of a public company. I know most of you, there is one common meeting I can talk about, an annual general meeting. If those who bought shares with MTN, if only you bought, whether you bought 10 CDs, 20 CDs, at a point about 5 years ago, they were selling shares. I don't know. Anyone saw the messages from MTN when they were selling shares? Is anyone having shares with MTN or another company? Oh, you are quiet. Okay. So business meeting can be defined as anything from 1,000 shareholders attending the annual general meeting of a public company. So a business meeting is normally a meeting organized for the company or in the organization. If the company is into they issuing shares, then they can they mostly organize annual general meetings or emergency meetings for shareholders. For shareholders, directors, all. So we have different types of meeting. There can be many variations in styles and degrees of formalities. There can be annual general meeting of a limited company, meeting of committees or board of directors. So the annual general meeting normally it can be for shareholders, it can be for directors, it can be for the organization as a whole, management. Then we also have meetings of committees within the board. Within the board, we have committees. within the board. It can be committees for recruiting. It can be committees for, it depends. It can be auditors, committees for auditors. It depends on the organization, the various committees they will have within their board. And we also have meetings for the board of directors specifically. So the various types of meeting, we have formal meetings, informal meetings. When we talk about formal meetings, they are held in accordance with the legal or conventional procedures established by customs and precedents. All what we are trying to say is that with the formal meeting, it is not done anyhow. It is done in accordance with legal or conventional procedures, meaning it is expected of the company or the organization to organize that meeting. It is formal, it is legal that that meeting should be held. That meeting should be organized. So it means that these meetings are organized in a formal manner. They have a chairman and a secretary present at the meeting, and it involves more paper to ensure that they are properly conveyed. So you should, anytime you see formal meetings anyway, you should have it in mind or remember that it is legal. It is expected of them to do it, to organize that meeting. And everything is formal. It is done in a formal manner with the chairman and secretary involved, more paperwork. But when it comes to informal meetings, there are meetings that require less organization and hardly have rules and regulations. Because it's informal, it is not legal, it is not mandatory. Okay, they normally do not have the chairman and the secretary, and it doesn't really require prior notification. But when it comes to formal meeting, it requires a prior notification. Notifications need to be sent to the participants earlier, sometimes a month before the meeting is organized, because it is legal, it is mandatory. But informal meetings are not mandatory, they are not formal, they are not legal, and it doesn't require any formal rules. But when it comes to formal meetings, we also have some types of formal meetings. We have statutory meetings, we have annual general meetings, and we also have special, extraordinary. It can be special meetings or extraordinary general meeting, which is the AGM. So it's either special or extraordinary general meeting. And then we also have board meetings, committee meetings, departmental meetings, and emergency meetings. When it comes to the statutory meetings, statute is a body of principles and rules passed by a legislative body. So, example, an act of parliament or by an institution. So it means that this statutory meeting is stated in the statute of the company or institutions. So they are required, it is mandatory. When it comes to statutory formal meeting, it is a very essential meeting that cannot be skipped or ignored. It is required to be conducted on a specific date, and mostly they are permanent. So let's say if it is supposed to be conducted on 1st January every year, that statutory meeting needs to be conducted because it is mandated. You see, it is statutory because it is passed by a legislative body. You can find it in the organization's acts. You know, every company have an act, especially these public agencies. The agency is established through an act that is passed by Parliament. So in their acts, it is stated that these statutory meetings need to be held. So as we are discussing the types of formal meetings, you must know the difference between them. Then we have annual general meeting. Am I online? Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Yes, madam.
We also have annual general meeting as a type of formal meeting. There are also meetings that are held annually by clubs, societies, organizations, companies to deliberate on their activities for the year. And I hope you've heard of annual general meeting. Have we heard of it?
Yes, please.
Yes, madam.
Normally it's conducted by most organizations, even societies, clubs, groups, Normally, they meet at the end of the year to review their plans, to talk about their targets, whether they were able to meet, how far they have gone with their goals and all that, and also prepare for the next or the ensuing year. The purpose of the annual general meeting is to afford the members opportunity of reviewing the year's activities. Yes. So the annual general meeting is not only held by organizations, it's even held by churches, clubs, societies, and all that, but it is a formal meeting. So let's know the difference. Then we also have special or extraordinary general meeting. So we have annual general meeting and extraordinary general meeting or special meetings. So it is a meeting that is held by members of a company other than the annual general meeting, and it's often referred to as special or extraordinary general meeting. It's a meeting called by directors of a company whenever they think fit. So know the difference. Annual general meeting is held annually. But when it comes to extraordinary meeting, it can be held anytime. And it is organized by the directors of the company whenever they think that they think fit to organize a meeting aside the annual general meeting. Maybe they don't want to wait till the end of the year to review the activities. Maybe there are some issues or things that they need to discuss concerning the organization. It may not be emergency, but they need to meet and discuss. So we call it extraordinary general meeting. So it can also be convened at the request of at least 10% of the members of the company. So the management or the members of the company, if 10% can call for a meeting, maybe there's something they brought up concerning their goals. Maybe they want to amend, there are some things that they can add up to their activities for the year. So they need to discuss, they can meet. It's normally held to deal with specific issues in the company. So know the difference that the extraordinary general meeting is not held annually. It can be held anytime directors or the members, 10% of the members of the company decide that there are some issues they need to discuss. They meet. Then we also have board meetings. So board meetings are meetings related to directors of the company or any special constituted administrative body. So here in every organization, we have what we call constituted administrative body. So we have, if you look at the organizational structure of a company, we have the board of directors. You come down from the board of directors, you come to the CEO. Under the CEO, some organizations have deputy CEOs. Then from the deputy CEOs, we have directors. Then from the directors, we have the other ranks. So the constituted administrative body is those who come together to form the board. So we have board of directors. You can't just join and say, oh, I feel like joining you people today for a meeting. No, you can't feel like joining board. You need to be a board member to be part of this board meeting. Every limited company and many public companies are run by board of directors. Yes, so every organization have the board of directors. So a board meeting is usually held monthly and would be called at any time. So know the difference. Now, when it comes to extraordinary general meeting, it's not necessarily held by a board of directors. Please, are you getting the difference?
Yes, please.
Yes, madam.
Extraordinary, it can be that with the extraordinary general meeting, some people can be part of that meeting who are not part of the board. But when it comes to board meeting, it is specifically board members of an organization or a company that will meet. If you are not part of the board, you are not supposed to be part of the meeting. Then we also have committee meeting. Kindly mute yourselves. Kindly mute yourselves. Committees are of two kinds. So we have the standing committee and then ad hoc committee. The standing committee and the ad hoc committee. The difference is that with the standing committee, they meet regularly and they report to the board periodically, while the ad hoc committee is one that meets with a special situation. So with the standing committee, they meet regularly, but the ad hoc is normally organized when they need to discuss an issue, then they dissolve the meeting. They dissolve the committee. Sorry, they dissolve the committee. Maybe there is something they need to discuss concerning maybe a position or something. They concerning the company or the organization, they will meet and then dissolve the committee. That committee was specifically set up for to deal with a particular situation. Please mute yourself, okay? Hello.
Hello, madam.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did you hear me when I was explaining the committee meetings?
Yes, please.
Yes,
Hello.
madam.
Okay. When I started with the committee
Hello,
meeting,
madam.
was I online? Right.
You were online, but because of that
Yes,
person, we
please.
couldn't hear you
You
well.
were.
Okay. All right. No problem.
That
So
was
I
when
was
you
saying
went
that
up.
committee meetings are of two kinds. You have standing committee and ad hoc committee. The standing committee is one that meets regularly. They meet regularly on issues they need to discuss, and then they report to the board, okay, periodically. But with the ad hoc committee, it is set up to cater for the arrangements for some issues or maybe activities that need to be discussed, or is for to deal with a particular issue, and they dissolve the committee. They don't meet periodically, and it is not fixed that this is a committee that will be meeting regularly to discuss issues. No. With the ad hoc, it is set up to deal with a special situation and they dissolve. But with the standing committee, they meet regularly and then they report to the board periodically. But with ad hoc, they meet to deal with specific situations or special situations, then they dissolve the committee. So it can be that A, B, C, D can be part of ad hoc committee today. The next ad hoc committee will be C, D, E, F. So it's not the members that form the ad hoc committee can change, but with the standing committee, they meet periodically concerning issues that they need to discuss that has been given to them to deal with, and they report to the board. So a particular event might call for a small ad hoc committee to set up to cater for the arrangement and ensure that all was done that was necessary to make the event a success or something. So maybe there was an event that need to be organized. The ad hoc committee will set up, will meet, then they discuss on the event, make sure that the event is a success, then they dissolve. So I think it's even here after the occasion, the committee will be disbanded. So ad hoc committee is not fixed. Then we also have departmental meetings. Departmental meetings are held to bring members of a particular, so it's basically for departments within the organization. So the department within the organizations will meet. So let's say research departments, the members within that research department will meet. The members within maybe ICT department will meet. Human resource department will meet. So it's a departmental meeting. And we also have emergency meeting. They are called to discuss a single issue that needs urgent attention. So you see, there are some issues that need urgent. It's very urgent. So that emergency meeting will be called urgently. The people may not even be aware about the meeting, but it's being organize to deal with an urgent situation that need urgent attention. So this happens when an immediate decisions need to be taken to resolve an issue at stake so as to prevent crisis. So know the difference between departmental meeting and hoc. So I'll be asking you about the differences between the formal meetings we have discussed. So let's move to notices of a meeting. So before a meeting is being held, before a meeting is being held, a notice also needs to be sent. So when the chairman of any particular group decides to hold a meeting, he or she fixes a date and instruct the secretary of the group to send out notices. So the notices of a meeting is therefore any form of communication used to summon or notify members of a meeting. So the notices are sent to the members that need to be part of the meeting. So if you are to be part of a meeting, you will be sent a notice ahead of time so that you prepare for the meeting. Especially, so let me ask this question. Formal and informal meetings, which of them do you think notices need to be sent to members?
Madam Former.
All right. Very good. Purpose for sending a notice to fulfill legal requirements. It is legal in most of the organizations as part of their acts. You see, we discussed statutory meetings. It is legal as it is mandatory that they should send notices to the members of those who will be part of the meeting. Maybe a month. It is specified as send notices to them a month. Give them a notice month before, 2 months, 3 months. So it is legal. Sometime to alert members of an upcoming meeting and to allow members sufficient time to prepare for the meeting. So in Ghana, when an annual general meeting is going to be held, it's required that 21 clear days notice. 21 clear days notice is given. So for extraordinary meeting, 21 days notice is given. So for an ordinary meeting, so know the extraordinary meeting, and for an ordinary meeting, the notice is sent between 7 to 14 days before the meeting. In other jurisdictions, 48 hours notifications is allowed. Yes, and so let's take note of the days. Essential elements of a valid notice. So for a notice to be valid, the name of the association of the organization should be on the notice. So that you see there are people who are part of different boards. So the name of the organization should be on the notice. So you ensure that the secretary should ensure that the name of the association is typed in full, not are using abbreviations, but in full. Then the place and venue for the meeting should also be communicated, because I have seen a meeting was called. People thought that where they had the members of the meeting thought that they were always having the meeting at the organization's conference room, not knowing this time around the meeting was held in a hotel. The venue for the meeting was not on the notice. So I think that was a big mistake. The date, time of the meeting should also, these 3 elements are very crucial in drafting notice. It should be there. The day, the date, and the time must be mentioned in this order. Day, date, time, it should be on the notice. So before typing the notice, the secretary should cross-check on the calendar to be sure of the day and the date. You can't say, oh, it was a mistake. This one, you can't make a mistake. The secretary is to ensure that the right date is specified. Then the general nature of the business. So meetings can take different kinds. It could be routine meetings. You see, there are some organizations that they know that every Monday we meet. Every month, first Monday of every month we meet. So it should be specified that it can be a routine meeting, an annual general meeting, special meeting, extraordinary meeting, emergency meeting, or it should be specified on the notice. Example, you can type on the notice the 5th extraordinary meeting of the board of directors, so that they will know that they are coming for the 5th, because there are some people who are not even part of the 4th, they forgot. So you emphasize that this is the fifth extraordinary meeting, or depending on the type of meeting. So if a routine meeting is to be held, then there will be not the need to mention the nature of the business. So it depends on the type of meeting. The name and signature of the secretary should also be on the notice. Then the date of notice. You see, the date of the notice is different from the date of the meeting. So the date that the notice was sent, because there are some people who are very controversial. They will tell, I didn't receive the notice. The notice didn't come to me. The notice was not sent earlier. So the date of the notice should be sent, should also be there. So the dates on which the notice is issued for circulation must also be provided. Then resolution. So when the meeting is to consider a special resolution, the notice should set out the terms of the resolutions. There are some meetings that a resolution needs to be taken. We will be discussing much into resolutions. If that's the case, it needs to be indicated on the notice so that the members of the meeting will prepare. So we also have methods used to send notices. It can be a letter, it can be a memo. The memo, maybe if it is within the organization, then the memo can be sent. If it's outside, then letters, postcards. They are pressed. There are some meetings that the press can also help with the notice, especially annual general meeting. Notice board, door-to-door handles. Notice boards is also common if it is an internal meeting within the organization. Verbal notice. Some they can be called and informed, broadcasting, and emails. Now, emails is also one of the ways in which meetings are being so I'm showing an example of notice. Can you see it?
Yes, please.
Yes, madam.
Can you see my screen? So
Yes,
you can see
madam.
the first one. Someone should read the first notice. Someone should read the first notice. Notice of executive meeting. Someone should read.
So we have Golden Ladies Association.
Who is reading?
Madam,
Let me take it. The person, it's like the person is off.
Or you can't see my, I have to show you and see. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Please, can you see? Can read it?
Yes. Golden Ladies Association. Notice
Continue.
is hereby given that the meeting of executives of the Ladies Association will be held in the board room. In the boardroom on Wednesday, 15th October. Madam, I can't see the other side.
Continue. Read what you can see.
Yes, 15th October 2020 at 1:00 p.m. prompt. Agenda will be circulated later. Comfort Urban Honorable Secretary. Madam, should I continue the other one?
No, it's okay. I just wanted to be sure you are following. So that is it. Right. So that's it. So that's an example of a notice. So we also have meeting agenda. We also have meeting agenda. So what is an agenda? Agenda is different from a notice. So we are saying that when a meeting is held, before a meeting is held, notice is sent to, need to be
Hello,
sent
madam.
to members.
Madam,
Yes.
please, I have a question. Madam,
Okay.
please, I have a question. I want to know the emergency meeting. How many days do you need to inform members?
So with
Of an
emergency
intending-
meeting, it can even be prompt.
Well, prompt means like today. We are having it today, and then we call today.
Right
Call for
now. The emergency
Hey.
meeting can even be held within a meeting. So let's say when as discussions were ongoing concerning a particular topic or issue, something came up which required emergency meeting, or maybe there is an issue within the organization that requires emergency meeting. Members can be called right now, and they can be assigned to have an emergency meeting right now, or maybe by the close of the day or the next day. So you see, it's emergency, so it can be anytime. Please, are you okay? You understand?
Yes, madam.
Madam,
So,
can I call you on
emergency-
WhatsApp right now?
You are calling me on WhatsApp.
Right now, please.
Why?
Madam, that's a form of emergency meeting. Thank you.
Yes. So emergency depends on how urgent the issue is. Please, are you okay?
Yes, madam.
Please, the one who asked the question, are you okay with it?
Yes, madam.
Okay.
Yes, madam.
So agenda
Madam,
is a list.
question.
Ask.
Yes, sir. Please, concern the statutory meeting. You did mention that it is legal and it's mandatory and it's usually backed by an act of parliament. I would like to ask if reading of the budget by the finance minister can it be termed as a statutory meeting since it's
Please, I didn't
legal,
hear
it's
what you
mandatory,
said,
and it's
though.
backed.
I didn't hear what you said.
Please, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. I was asking about the statutory meeting. You did mention that it is mandatory, it's legal, and backed by an
Reading
act
of the
parliament.
budget.
Yes, please. I would like to know if reading of the budget can be termed as a statutory meeting.
Yes. Yes, you know the reading of the budget is done is mostly is actually done. Are you still asking? I can't hear you. Are you done? You are asking if I heard you. You said the reading of the budget, is it a statutory meeting? Is that the question? Is it legal?
Yes, please.
Yes, it's an example of a statutory meeting. Because it is mandated they read the budget so that citizens will know what is happening. Please, are you okay? So agenda.
Yes, madam.
I think I can't hear you. Maybe your network. Agenda is a list of officials. So agenda simply give details about. All right. Agenda simply give details about what will be happening at the meeting. So it's a list of official things to be done at a meeting. It could be defined as a list of items of business to be dealt with at a meeting. So the importance of the agenda, it acts as a reference so attendees can prepare for discussion at a meeting. It directs the discussion and help members pay more attention to a given topic. It helps to make the judicious use of time. It also ensures members understand the purpose of the meeting. So the agenda give details about what will be discussed so that some people can talk. They can talk about things that is not even of essence to the meeting. So agenda need to be prepared so that they can make use of time. It helps make judicious use of time. It also helps discussion and help members pay attention to a given topic, and also ensures members understand the purpose of the meeting and topics that need to be discussed are discussed. Sometimes you go for a meeting, what needs to be discussed is not discussed, not time as well. So the agenda helps and also ensures that the right things are discussed at the meeting so that those who like talking will not talk plenty and waste time. Guidelines for preparing agenda. Agendas should be clear about the purpose of the meeting. Make a draft of the various things that need to be discussed at the meeting. It's also advisable that you consult other members for suggestions, yes, and incorporate in the rough list. You shouldn't wait till the meeting before you ask, do you think there's something we should discuss? You ask them before the meeting is held. Prepare the main agenda agenda from the draft you made. So the members about some topics. Those people should be put first so that we don't waste their time. You sit and discuss your issues about your organization 3 hours before the person who has been invited his or her talk about the topic. No, those people should be put first. They will give their whatever they are to discuss, whether it's a topic or maybe a health talk, something. They do it first and leave before you start with your meeting. You continue with your meeting so that we don't waste their time. So we are discussing this because we are talking about agenda, so that it will be part of the agenda, so that they know what is required of them. Members of the meeting will know what is required of them before the meeting. Also, order the more difficult and complicated items before trivial ones, so that they can be tackled while the attendees' minds are still fresh. Yes, there are some topics that are very difficult and complicated. So those topics should be put first, so that, normally people can sit. And when it comes to meetings, there are some meetings that you can spend 5 hours, 6 hours. And definitely, these members of the meeting are human beings. They will be tired at a point. So the complicated or difficult topic should be put first, so that whilst they are not tired, they can have more time and think through those topics before the trivial ones. Then the agenda should not contain too many items to avoid making members too tired. Sometimes members can be tired before the meeting even starts because some more agenda now. Hey, this agenda, we have a lot to discuss. So the agenda should be brief. If there are additional information that will help members contribute effectively to the meeting, add it to the agenda in the form of notes. So sometimes members, there are some issues that they need additional notes to give them in-depth understanding of the topic. Maybe they are not used to that topic. The secretary should make sure that they add additional notes so that it will give them, they will understand the topic to be discussed. You can also make an estimate of the amount of time each item will take and type it against each item on the agenda. Yes, this one is very important. As I said, there are some people who like talking. They will talk and talk and talk. They won't allow others to talk. So you have this topic, we use 15 minutes so that when someone is contributing, the person can maybe be giving 2 minutes, 3 minutes, so that others can also contribute. And number all the items on the agenda. Also, let's look at the items on agendas. The title, date, and place of the meeting should still be on the agenda. It should still be repeated on the agenda. The title, the date, and place of the meeting should be there. The opening. So for many organizations, associations, the first item on the agenda is some sort of opening. So this helps to get everyone together and ready to start the meeting. It could be in the form of prayer, a welcome and introduction of dignitaries, singing of the group anthem. So it depends on the meeting that is being held. There are some meetings as part of their opening, they will sing their anthem. There are some meetings they will pray. There are some meetings that there will be introduction of dignitaries or welcome address or something. So it should be there. The opening should be on the agenda. And apologies for absence. Normally, before you start, those who have been in a formal meeting before, those who are not part of the meeting, it needs to be communicated that so and so are to be here. They are not here because this person is sick. This person asked permission. Those who didn't ask permission, it will also be said that these people did not ask permission. And all this information needs to be communicated so that the secretary can take notes. So you'll be part of the minutes, depending on the type of minutes. That's so and so. This person didn't ask permission. This person asked permission before because he or she is sick also. So all that needs to be done before the meeting starts. Reading and confirmation of minutes. Also, the previous minutes for the meeting, their previous meeting will be read before that day's meeting will start, or that meeting will start. That is why minutes. So the minutes helps to remind them of the things they discussed and where they got to. All formal meeting proceedings require that the written reports of the previous meeting will be read before the members for their approval. Sometimes I remember I was at a meeting one person was not, you can't say, the person was absent, was not present. So when the meeting was read, can you hear me?
Yes, madam.
So as the secretary read the minutes, it was there. So and so was absent. The person stood up. The person didn't wait for the secretary to finish reading. Said, me, I was here. They said, so if you were here, how come on the minute you are saying you are absent? It became, they started, the person said I was here trying to give evidence. And at last, he confirmed that he wasn't there. He now accepted, because that's why minutes is important. If records were not taken, oh ma, sorry, okay, sorry, please a second.
You see example of an emergency meeting. This is an emergency meeting.
Please, sorry, okay. Hello. Yes, it's an example of emergency. I have a baby. I'm a nursing mother. Okay, so my mother was calling was an emergency meeting. Have you accepted my apology? Is my apology?
Yes, madam.
Right.
Yes, madam.
So I even forgot I was teaching.
Madam, you were talking about a meeting you went and what do you call
it?
Yes.
So I was saying that the person, if we didn't take notice, or the secretary didn't write minutes, the person would have like said that he was part of the meeting and can't tell you, because he was arguing. He argued. Everyone was quiet. Then later we were like, so the chairman asked, please, you were all here. Was this person? They said, no, you chairman, you told us that he said he was going to the hospital. He came to work, but he said he was going to the hospital. Before he said, hey, it's true. Because he attends different meetings. So in the course of the week, he attended other meetings. So he thought that meeting he was part. So minutes is very important. It was the minute that saved us. Because it's there. Secretary writes minutes of attendees. So that is it. So reading and confirmation of minutes. We are talking about items that should be on the agenda. So the secretary needs to indicate that we will read minutes, matters arising, items for discussion, and any other business, date and time. Or summary showing numbered headings or items that need to be dealt with. So this form is usually used where the agenda forms part of the notice. So there are instances where the agenda can be part of the notice. So please, can you see? I'm showing as an example, Golden Ladies Association executive meeting. Can you see? Please, can you see?
Yes, please.
My screen. So you see the agenda has been added to the notice. So that is the skeleton meeting. The items on the agenda are listed. So normally it is added to the notice. So you can see agenda 1, apologies for absence, minutes for last minute. Then the continuation is here. Pedestrian crossing. So it depends on the organization and what they want to discuss. Then we also have detailed agenda. So this form will also contain a complete heading identifying the minutes. It will show listed items, and give the details, especially proposals or submitted resolutions and all that. So with a detailed agenda, it will contain a complete heading identifying the meeting. So maybe so and so meeting, we'll give details, then the agendas will come. This one is not added to the notice. It's agenda on its own, but it is attached to the notice and sent to the members of this who will be part of the meeting. Then we have the bell curve structure. Pay attention to this one. So in this type of agenda, items of simple nature may come first, followed by those which are difficult or contentious, and then simple items again towards the end of the meeting. So look at how it is done. So this is how the bell curve structure agenda is. So it depends on the organization. So here, easy items will come first, followed by the difficult ones or the hard ones. Then maybe other easy items will also come. So you see, that's why we have discussions. So this is how you should know how to draw a bell curve agenda. So this is how it is. Easy items will come first. So you maybe item 1 minute, item 2 announcement. So these are easy items, followed by difficult items or difficult discussions. That will come later after the easy items. Then after that, other easy items like discussions will also come. So this is how the bell curve structure looks like. Then we also have the chairman's agenda. It is usual to give the chairman or the chairperson an enlarged agenda on which he or she can make notes. So both before and during the meeting, the chairman's agenda has 2 columns. On the left side will be agenda as given out to all members. So the chairman's agenda will have the agenda that is given to all members. Then on the right side will be a space provided for notes. The only difference is that with the chairman's agenda, there should be spaces where he will be able to make notes. The chairman will make notes concerning every issue that is being discussed. So the space enables the chairman to write points and questions being asked. So that is the difference between a chairman's agenda and the other agendas. So this is an example of the chairman's agenda. Please, can you see? So you see with the chairman's agenda, at every note or every agenda, there is space to make notes. Please, can you see?
Yes, madam.
So you see the additional means notes that will be made by the chairman. So point 1, there is also point 1 additional notes, point 2 additional notes, point 3 additional notes. So this is an example of an agenda. So mostly, as I mentioned earlier, most organizations add the agenda to the meetings. They add the agenda to the meetings, and others also attached it to the meeting. Agenda to the notice, sorry. They attach agenda to the notice. So these are examples. If you have your model, you can see it. So you see, I was talking about minutes. So minutes are official, permanent record in writing. They are expressed in formal terms or business transacted at a meeting. So minutes can also be defined as a written record of everything that happens in a meeting. So it provides an accurate and objective account of the proceedings of meetings and in a particular decision made. So there is someone, mostly the secretary takes the minutes. So the functions of the minutes is constitutional function. Minutes become authoritative records of proceedings and source of reference, providing continuous historical narrative of the committee's activities when approved and signed. So it's a constitutional function, meaning that it is of essence. It gives legal significance, and if it is a formal meeting, then minutes should be taken. and it is also an executive function. Why is this an executive function? Because it serves as a blueprint for implementing decisions taken at a meeting, and it's a progressive function also. So the three main functions of minutes are the constitutional function, the executive function, and the progressive function. The minutes provides a basis for an evolving discussion, enabling a committee to continue a discussion from the point reached. Okay, so the progressive function. So it's a progressive function because it helps the members of the meeting to know where they got to during the previous meeting and where they should continue, the points they reached. Reasons for keeping minutes. Meeting, please, a second. So the following are some important reasons for keeping minutes. Meeting minutes offer legal protection. Yes. Look at the issue I just discussed, that this person would have said that he was at the meeting. And you know that mostly in formal meetings, organizations, they pay for certain allowance. Are you aware? Have you heard of it?
Yes, please.
Yes, madam.
So this person would have argued that he wasn't paid his allowance. Meanwhile, meeting you want. Okay. So minutes give important details that cannot be ignored if you want to keep your business legal. Also, it provides structure. Yes. So there is no one best way to report proceedings at a meeting. However, in order to avoid any lawsuit, it is advised that you reasonably report the fact of the meeting. Some people, some organizations, or some people have been sued because of minutes. They didn't take minutes, so people took them on based on what was discussed or some issues. But if there was minutes, the minute is signed by the chairman, and there are most formal meetings where at the end of the meeting is sent to everybody. Every member of the meeting received the minute, and you have evidence. So if you want to take action or anything, you have the minute. But where no minute is taken, Obiabetinya can say, "Oh, I think," and naturally, we have people who can lie. Like they are good at lying. They will tell, "Oh, I said this." Meanwhile, he didn't. They will insist they said it, they heard this. But if minutes were taken, you can't lie. Because the minute was sent to everybody. Everybody there is evidence that this and this and this was discussed at the meeting. They drive action. So as hinted earlier on in the previous, that minutes help show how, when, and why, and whom discussions are made. So it drives action, and it helps meeting to be well organized. Because if the members know that we are taking minutes, they will behave well, they will do the right thing, because we are recording. Okay. They act as a tool for measuring performance. Yeah, so minutes record meeting discussion, which makes them useful review documents when it comes to time where they need to measure progress. And also, they state ownership. So the ownership means that what you said is being recorded, so you own it. And when votes are recorded and individual names are listed alongside each vote, it serves at multiple purpose. You voted for this issue, you voted for this topic, you voted for this person, you cannot deny because it was recorded. Drafting a minute. So any assistant or secretary preparing to record the proceedings of a meeting should find the following: it should be accurate, authentic, and also the organization should sort out the opinions and discussion from the real decisions reached. So organize information and decisions to outline form. So a meeting should well organize. And also minutes should also be proposers and seconders of a meeting. When we talk about proposers and second, it includes names of proposers and seconders of a motion without including that of those who voted for or against the motion. So the proposers and seconders are maybe people propose certain ideas. So those who propose the ideas, it should be noted. Those who seconded should also be noted. So all these are important when it comes to drafting a minute, sorry. The wording of the minutes is also important. And the formatting of the minute is also of essence. Any question? So we are left with session 6. I want us to end here. I'll organize so they will be having, I'll go back to unit 2. Some said they were not here. They were not here last week. They joined a different class. So I'll organize and take you through that the unit 2, and then I'll take you through session 6. Please, any question?
Madam, please, I have a question. I have 2 questions.
Ask.
The first one is, can there be a situation whereby certain things being discussed at the meeting will be absent from the minute when it has been omitted? And the second one is that, is it mandatory for certain allowance to be paid in every formal meeting? Now, meeting is really one.
Also, the second one is what? Is it
mandatory for
the certain allowance
to be paid?
No. It depends on the organization. It depends. And then it depends on the type of meeting. And also, the first one was, yes, there can be instances where minutes, certain important topics can be absent from the minutes. That is why it means the secretary didn't do a good job. That is why the minutes should be shared with the, you see, the chairman will also be taking notes. That is why on the chairman's agenda, there is additional information. The chairman will be taking notes. So the chairman signs the agenda, the minutes. Now, the minutes is also shared with members of the meeting. So in case anyone sees, maybe comes across an information that is not part of the minute, they can inform the secretary to add it. Okay.
Madam, I also have a question.
Please ask.
Madam, can let's say if there is a meeting going on, can someone suggest or someone prompt so that maybe something someone said can be expunged from the what do you call it, from the minute?
You are talking about, please, the question again.
I'm asking if maybe there is a meeting going on and the secretary is taking a minute.
Okay.
And let's say someone makes a contribution. And let's say maybe the chairman or someone suggests that maybe that thing is not of a material importance to the meeting, so they shouldn't add it to the minute. Is that one possible?
So that one, we will be looking at the types of meetings. There are some minutes, types of minutes. That is unit 6. So there are some minutes that it doesn't capture everything, but there are some minutes it's verbatim. Even if everything is captured, everything is captured. Every detail is captured. So with what you are saying, it depends. The chairman is the only one that have a say that can. Yes. So okay, I just remember something. A friend told me she was asked to take minutes at the meeting in her organization. So as the meeting was ongoing, other issues came up. So she prompted the chairman, please, should I capture all these things? And the chairman told her, no, this one don't capture it. It's not part of today's agenda. Please, so it depends on the situation. Is your question answered? And it depends on the meeting.
Yes, madam.
All right. So please, have you, William, have you shared the link with them And please, those who are not part, have you been able to join?
Yes, madam. Please, I've shared it
Let me
on
at
the
the end of
comment
the class,
section.
go to the WhatsApp page and then let me know your center. So the various centers. So maybe Riverview. Then you list your names and your index numbers. Then we put them together. Okay. Or
Okay, we shall do that.
it can even be one. So the various centers will be there. You copy, you add your name, your index number. I want to know the number because of the groupings for the presentation. So let's try and finish today. Okay. All right. Thank you
Okay.
so much for your time. I
Yeah,
appreciate
thank you.
the time, your time and your contributions. So we will meet. Let's meet and discuss
Thank
the day.
you. God bless you.
Enjoy your day. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, madam. Baby.